Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, your one and only YouTube source for Destiny 1 weekly reset info. So yeah, please share these videos around, let people know that there is still someone on YouTube who genuinely really likes Destiny 1 and will continue to keep up with the Destiny 1 weekly reset and Zero location videos. So yeah, I think I looked and it looks like I'm the only person doing weekly resets, so please share it. I want to help other Destiny players. Now, for this week, we got a really interesting mishmash. I'm not doing this blindly because this is my second recording. The first time, apparently I forgot to plug my microphone in. So, here it goes again. So, for the weekly Crucible, we got Mayhem Rumble, which sounds like a lot of fun. Legendary Marks and Treasure of Ages. How will you handle a battle like this, I wonder, asks Lord Shax. Embrace the chaos. Greatly increased ability recharge rates, faster special weapon and heavy ammo spawns, no respawn delay. Sounds like fun. Then we got the weekly story playlist, which is an Iron Banner, so the Iron Lords. So anything from, not Iron Banner, oh my god. It's the Iron Lords, Rise of Iron. So all the stories from Rise of Iron, Iron Lords is what you're going to get. And the modifiers are heroic, enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Void Burn. And small arms. So if you know of any primary exotic void weapons, let me know in the comments. There must be. I have solar and arc, but I do not have any void primary weapons. And having a void primary weapon in this would just like melt enemies. So Iron Lords, all the Rise of Iron story missions. I'm definitely going to be doing this because I love Rise of Iron. Then you got Sifa Crisis Heroic. So you've got Heroic, of course. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Then, oddly, you have Specialist. Special weapon damage is favored. Exposure. Guarded shields are increased but do not replenish. The best way to deal with exposure is Red Death. If you have Red Death, use it. Red Death is great. Each kill heals you and speeds up reload. So if you're taking damage, just pull out Red Death and it'll heal you as you kill with it. Then Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air, which, since I'm always in the air, I like Airborne. So that's the Sifa Crisis Heroic. Usual rewards as well. Treasure of Ages, Legendary Marks. I mean, basically, this is the way to get the Legendary Marks you need. Weekly Nightfall Strike. So Weekly Nightfall Strike is Malak. If you remember, that's that really funky Taken dude who's like ridiculously tall, and as you do more damage, his head starts to like wobble and expand like a balloon and then eventually pops, and you have to shoot in the direction of his head. I did solo this. There's this tunnel that is great because he sometimes like he'll go around, so you could snipe at him from that tunnel. The only thing you need to be careful of is when enemies respawn, there are 2 Taken Cabal phalanxes, and they will slam you against the wall. And they have a one of those big black Taken orbs, and if you don't destroy that, your health won't go back. So you need to destroy that and deal with the two Taken Cabal phalanxes. So Malak is on the moon. I believe that's the Blighted Chalice. There's also the beginning. There's an area where you can jump, a platform you can jump to deal with all those thrall and all those enemies coming at you. You know, the one where you have the orb, so you have to like kill all the enemies and take the orb to the door. Yeah, there's this area. I usually jump up. If you jump high up, it's easier to deal with. So the modifiers for the weekly Nightfall Strike are epic, heavily shielded, and highly aggressive enemies appear in greater numbers. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Grounded, players take more damage while airborne. Chaff, player radar is disabled. And Ironclad, more enemies have shields. This is like the weirdest week because all the modifiers are just totally random. Sometimes you'll notice like a kind of theme where everything is like similar. This is almost like they just reached into a hat and pulled out random modifiers. That's the Vanguard Nightfall. You always get a skeleton key because you remember you need skeleton keys to open the treasure box at the end of strikes and the Nightfall. You always get one for completing the Nightfall. I have one right now. I think I have 1 or 2 in my vault as well. Then you've got a Challenge of the Elders. Just did that. That was interesting. So first off, the modifiers are chaff. Player radar is disabled. Yeah, that doesn't matter that much. Super kill bonus. This, I might try it with my Titan, because then I could use something that's a more, or my as a Night Stalker, because Golden Gun, you don't do a lot of super kill bonus damage. And Trickle, recharge of abilities is significantly reduced. I would use, I don't think I have it with me, Bad Juju. That helps build up your super energy. The enemies are, first off, Noruisk, Servant of Oryx. So that's the Taken Cabal, the one that, if you've watched any of my live streams, you know I had a lot of difficulty. I actually did that without dying. Yeah. The one time I died was the second one. So Noruisk, Servant of Oryx, is the Taken Cabal. Then you have Pilot Servitor of a War-wrecked Fallen Ketch. So that's the non-taken fallen. So that big servitor in the middle. Be careful of the vandals. The one time I died was when I got caught in a corner by those vandals with their swords. Yeah, I get it. They brought swords to a gunfight. But yeah, they will gang up on you and shove you in a corner and kill you. So that's the one time I died. Also, watch out for the bombs that the pilot servitor drops, because those will one-shot kill you. Like, I once killed him, like, totally defeated the boss, but his bombs were still in the air, and it blew me up, and I had to redo the whole thing. It wasn't this week, it was a while back, but watch out for those things. I'm always afraid to find him behind me, because he will, like, zoom all over the map. The last one is Psylocke the Defiled, thirsts for your light. So that's the hive, the Taken Hive. Piece of cake. I mean, watch out for his flames and for his 2 wizard girlfriends. They appear every time enemies respawn. But like I said, the hardest bosses in Challenge of Elders, at least for me, are the Cabal. As long as it's not the Cabal, I am perfectly happy. No Vex this week. Vex are the easiest of the lot. Finally, the raid for this week is King's Fall. I think, King's Fall. Because Golgoroth Challenge, Oryx Challenge, and War Priest Challenge. So, I have not done King's Fall. I have never beaten King's Fall. We did it on the lowest difficulty one year, a couple of years back. We got all the way up to Oryx. So, anyone who wants to do King's Fall, seriously, consider me. Drag me in. Let me know. I'm on Xbox and PlayStation. People keep saying, they've downloaded Destiny 1. Send me friend requests. I may not get to them immediately, because sometimes I work late. Sometimes I alternate between consoles. So maybe a couple of days. Send me friend requests. Especially when it comes to Destiny 1. Because I have a great clan in Destiny 2. But no one to play with on Destiny 1. So please, send me friend requests. Anyway, I'm going to be late for work. So hope to see you in the tower.